Hello,
Hello,
Sipti.
สวัสดีค่ะ
Hello. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay, great. Sipti's excited about the goldfish. We have the goldfish ready. Questions? Do you have any questions ready for us
I
today?
saw someone in a movie said there and hug other people.
There.
And I want to know there is the same. It's okay. Don't worry or something like
Yeah, like exactly. Usually someone will touch them. There now. And they will often add now. There now.
now.
And it means don't worry or it's okay.
Don't worry, it's okay.
Yeah.
But why they don't say it's okay?
Well, it's okay could be that you made a mistake against me. So, sorry, John, I ran over your cat. It's okay. You don't say there. So it's a different type of sentence. There is probably someone who's crying and you don't know what the problem is. You might know the problem or you might not. But it's okay. You do know the problem for sure. Right? Because otherwise you can't say that it's okay. But there now means that just don't be sad. You're not saying what they did is okay. And you're not saying that you understand what they did. You're just saying don't be sad. So it's used a little bit differently.
Okay. It's just words or sentence, not idiom or
I don't know what it would be called. I don't think it's an idiom. It's not a phrasal verb. So it's an expression. We call it an expression. Something we say. Hey, man. I don't think that's a idiom. That's an expression, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, another exciting question?
No.
There now. It's
There.
okay.
It's okay to
after,
work.
After we talk about even, you can say there now. It's okay. Okay, let's get back to Sipti's new favorite game, which is what?
Controversial.
No, that was yesterday. We're back to
But why?
the difficult interview questions when Sipti is on TV explaining the growth of her great business, Mamao Shabu #2, when it grows to become a large business, all with many locations near you. Okay, introduction.
I forgot.
Oh no. Can you imagine
Present myself.
Sipti goes on the TV show and they're like, hey, Sipti, so great to have you here. And you're like, thanks, I really like being here. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? And you're like, I can't remember. It's not going to work. Okay, introduction.
Hello, my name is Sipti. I come from Chiang Mai, Thailand. I graduated from Ratchapat Chiang Mai University with a degree in graphics and design. And after that, I worked on design for 2 years, and I opened a restaurant with my friend. We worked for 1 week. No.
1 week, that's about right.
1 year.
Yeah, that's true.
1 year.
No S.
1 year is about.
It's about,
Shabu.
not about.
The restaurant was we sold shabu and drinks.
Mostly drinks. A little bit
Drinks. And in my free time, I like to exercise and what? And listen to the music.
Listen to.
To the I forgot. You said I should say something better, right? In my free time, I like to exercise and help cats around this town with my group,
Not a group.
with my friends.
If you are just a regular person, it's okay to say you want to help cats. But if you're a CEO and you just say I help cats, that would sound very strange. No one would understand what that means. You have to have a charity. So if you're an important person, you need to say that I love to help out a cat charity that takes care of homeless cats in the city. I think that it's
I
very
like
important.
to help out cat.
No, don't steal my sentences. So you have to make your own sentences or they don't sound accurate. Then you start sounding like the students that I taught. In the beginning, I used to tell them what to say. Because in the beginning, I didn't know how to teach anyone and I didn't know what people needed. And I would just ask people. I said, what do you want me to do? And they said, you tell me a good thing to say and then I'll go say it. And then what happened is that they sounded like a robot. They said,
Try to copy.
my name, John,
Because
that's what
not
happens if
their
it's not your
ideas.
sentence. Yeah, it has to be your sentences. Okay, is that the end?
Yes.
Okay, that's the end. That's okay, except for the part about Mama Shawu. Nobody understands what it is except for people who listened to our show. If you said that on TV, if you said that to your friend, they wouldn't know what the restaurant means. So we need a little bit more information. So you have to say, one of the best things that I worked on, or one of my biggest projects was a restaurant that me and my best friend made called Mamao Shabu. And we put in all of our time, all of our effort. Unfortunately, it failed, but it was an amazing experience and we learned a lot, or something like that. But if you just say, I worked on the restaurant, my friend cooking, no one will know what that means,
Okay.
right? Okay, one more time. Let's hear an amazing, same thing but amazing this time.
Hello, my name is Sipti. I come from Chiang Mai, Thailand. I graduated from Ratchapat Chiang Mai University with a degree in graphics and design. And after that, I worked on design for 2 years. And then I opened a restaurant with my best friend. We worked too hard, very hard, even though it failed after 1 year. It's called Mama Shabu. That called Mama Shabu. It was called Mama Shabu. Called Mama Shabu. But Mama Shabu, we got a lot of experience from that restaurant because that restaurant was the first our business.
The first our business?
The first business for us.
We created.
The first business we created.
Mm-hmm.
And in my free time, I like to exercise and I like to do my charity to help cats homeless cat around cats homeless cats
Homeless.
Homeless cats around this town.
Not this.
This town.
We don't know what town it is. Around my town.
Around my town. With my friends. We liked to give food and bring some cats. Bring some sick cats to the hospital.
In the hospital for people?
Cat hospital, I don't know what you call.
Right, what's it called?
I forgot. You told me many times.
Oh no. Can you imagine Sipti bringing the cats to the hospital?
Hospital for pet.
Like the ambulance comes, like, "Meow, meow." And then they're like, okay, where's the person? You're like, here, the cat. Okay.
What do you call?
The vet.
Huh?
Vet.
Vet.
Yeah, veterinary.
Vet.
Vet. We call it the vet. It's not really exciting. It doesn't really seem like anything anyone would want to hear. The sentences are okay. It kind of sounds like a robot, but it's not exciting. It's not interesting to listen to. We want to have something that people, when you're talking, especially if you're giving an interview like you're a CEO, people want to hear something exciting. They want to be entertained. If you just say, you know, me and my friend, we have a cat, I don't think anyone's going to be interested. It needs to be more exciting than that. You got to tell people, you got to say,
The story, why I do that, right?
well, just focus on the important parts, right? So that's why we watched the movies, is because when you watch a movie, there's a lot of boring parts, and we have to focus on telling people just the important parts of the movie, just the exciting things. And when you're talking, you want to do the same thing. You want to focus on what's important, not the filling, just stuffed in there for nothing. So you want to say like this. You want to say, hi, as you all know, my name's Sipti. I'm here because all of you have requested that I teach you about my secrets of fighting rats or getting great businesses off the ground. I went to university in Chiang Mai, and after that I worked with my mom and my friend on a few businesses, but they never really were exciting enough for me. I didn't really have the passion or the interest in them because they were my mom's businesses. So one day, my friend and I decided to set off on our own and make our own business. It was called Mamao Shabu. And the first one was not a success. I know all of you think that I have always been successful because you see the businesses that I have now, but I want to teach you all that the first version was horrible. It was a disaster. We had to fight rats every day. We had to fight customers who got drunk. We had to try not to get drunk ourselves, drink away our profits. It was very difficult to get it off the ground. But we eventually did fail, and we learned what we needed to finally create something of value. It took time. It took failing first to get that off the ground. So remember, everyone, when you're not succeeding at your tasks or you're not doing a good job, you think that you're failing, you may be learning what you need for the future. Anyway, after that horrible experience, I wanted to give up. I continued on for a while, and eventually I ended up here. In my free time, I love to take care of cats. I have always had cats my whole life. I try to save cats when I find them. My mom doesn't like all the cats that I have, and it is a passion of mine, and so I try to help out cat charities around the city. I would like to create my own cat charity someday. I don't have enough time right now, but that's my dream, is to take some of the money that we've earned and put it to good use, helping the homeless cats around the city. Thank you all for letting me be here today, and I hope to answer your questions later.
I should record and play it. What do you say?
That's what I think someone would say, right?
Not
Okay.
easy to do
No,
that.
but that's why we're here, is to learn how to do it, right? Okay, so let's hear Sipti's exciting introduction.
Hi, my name is Sipti. I come from Chiang Mai, Thailand, and I graduated from Rajabhat Chiang Mai University with a degree in graphics and design. And after that, I worked on my design for 1 year and then I worked with my mom. I helped her to do her business for 1 year. When I worked with my mom, I realized it's not fun. It wasn't fun. I need something exciting. I needed to do something exciting and I wanted to find more experience for my life.
Oh, here it is. How do you find experience? Is it like in a box? Maybe it's the goldfish container. You just open it and there's experience in there.
And one day I went to hang out with my friend, my close friend. We talked together about food and cooking, and finally we decided to open a restaurant together. And after 6 months, we had the restaurant called.
After that,
we opened the restaurant called Mama Shabu. We thought
customers would come, but only rats
we
came.
thought most customer
Of our
most of our customers
were rats.
no will come up
Would
come after they partied. That's why we opened at night until the morning. Until the morning.
Okay.
We sold shabu and drinks. We thought it would be fun because it would be fun because we could drink and work at the same time. But when the real time when we work, but the real life
but
it wasn't good like we thought, because we had to work hard. We had to take care of other people.
we had to
take care of other people and work. When we got drunk, we couldn't control everything in our restaurant. That is bad. And after 6 months, we had a lot of problems because we never done this. We had never have done any business before, and we didn't have enough experience to do this. That's why finally we failed. But we never feel bad we
We don't.
we don't feel bad because we could got we could get a lot of experience from that and we hope someday we will open that restaurant again, new version and better.
More beer, more rats.
No rat.
No rats.
No,
That's good, but that's more of the story that we told. It's not good for an introduction. So if someone asks you about the first business, if someone says, "Hey, Sipti, can you tell us about Mamo Shabu?" That would be great. That's what you should say. But if you're giving an introduction, usually we talk good about ourselves. It's okay to be funny, but if you go to a job, if you go to Google and they say, "Can you tell us about some of the work that you've done?" And you say, "Well, I failed at a business. My mom's business that I worked on failed." They're not gonna think that's good. They're not going to be interested in listening to someone who failed at things.
Pretend.
No, you just focus on what's important. So that's what we were learning before, right? So you say, one of the hardest things that I ever did was trying to make my own business. We don't need to talk about the failure. Just say, one of the hardest things I've ever done is opening my own business with my friend. It was a restaurant. It was very difficult. We struggled for a year trying to keep it open during a bad economy when things were horrible in a bad location. We were fighting rats. Make it seem like it was not you that failed. It was just the circumstances.
Other thing.
Yeah, exactly. We blame other people, especially in America. We like to blame other people. We don't usually like to take responsibility for failure. People usually will say, someone else made it happen. It wasn't me. Anyway, it doesn't seem like what I'm expecting someone to say. It sounds like a story that someone would tell in between yawning, but it doesn't seem like a CEO's introduction. So let's try again.
I don't know how to do it.
That's why we're here. I gave you an example. You copy mine a little bit, but make it like yours. So, same as we play our game all the time, we keep practicing until...
Can you tell again?
No. We keep practicing until we get the right one. That's how we learn, right? Remember in the beginning, I said no. You said I is. No. I a? No. I computer? No. Remember we used to play for hours. But now, it's not that hard. Usually I say no and you know right the next word is correct, right? So your brain starts to learn the paths, and we have to do that for these difficult questions as well. Okay, introduction.
Hi, my name is Sipti. I come from Chiang Mai, Thailand. I graduated from Ratchapat Chiang Mai University with a degree in graphics and design. And after that, I wanted to use my skill. I tried skills. I tried to find work to do. Finally,
I tried to find work to do.
I tried to find work to do, and then
No, I tried to find work to do. But we need to tell people the details. We don't just surprise them with strange sentences.
I tried to find work to do, but it's not easy. It wasn't easy.
So
I tried to work with my friend. He เสนอ
Too slow. Let's go, quick.
I tried to work with my friend. He said, "Can you help me.
It's going to take too long. We don't have that much
I
time.
try to work with my friend because I think his work
It's too slow. You just say, I worked with my friend in his graphics business, and then, like that. Just skip to the important parts of the sentences.
I tried to work with my friend his business in his business about in his business
in his business. Tell us what it is before the business.
Event planning business. In his event planning business for 1 year, and I had to stop and went back to my mom's.
I had to stop.
Working and went back.
No, I had to stop.
Working with him because my mom needed me to help her business. So I helped my mom.
So I went home.
So I went home to help my mom for 1 year.
Okay.
1 year. I worked very hard. I never had.
I worked very hard. We need to give reasons.
I
worked very
hard because I had to work with old people.
There's no connection between old people and working hard.
With other people who has a lot of experience. Who had a lot of experience. And after that, I realized I needed to gain more experience for myself first before I work hard like that. So I tried to find some business to do with my friend, and I decided to run away from my mom. I don't know. Run away. I decided to run away from my mom and started to open a restaurant.
Not started. We don't need to talk about the time.
And I opened a restaurant with my best friend. At first, we thought it will be easy. It would be easy to do.
That's what I thought when I made this show also.
But it wasn't good like we thought. Everything was very hard because we didn't have enough experience, but we tried a lot. We put every energy we had on into it. But sometimes we couldn't control because
sometimes is now.
But something we couldn't control.
I guess you could say sometimes we couldn't. That would be in the past.
Sometimes we couldn't Sometimes we couldn't control everything because it's out of our hands. That place, that location wasn't good. A lot of
rats,
bad people. Because that was party zone. party zone, a party zone, and it was hard to control drunk people. Finally, we decided to stop, to quit, and we hope someday we will open it again. And in my free time, I like to exercise and help. No. And I like to do my charity with my friends who like cats. We like to help homeless cats in our town, because I had a cat before, but I lost it. That's why I felt bad. I couldn't take care of it. That's why I wanted to take care of other cats. Yes.
Okay. It's too long. If someone asks you for details, it's okay. If they ask you, hey Zipti, you said that you liked cat charities. Can you tell us about the cat charity? And then you say, like you did, give the reason. But if you're just giving an introduction, nobody cares about those things. They're not going to be interested. So only if someone asks you about the important parts, they say, hey Zipti, why are you yawning? No. When they say, hey Zipti, why do you love cats so much? Then you tell them that. But if you're just giving an introduction, it's not important to give those details, usually. It's too long. There's too many examples of jobs that you've done. Just one. We focus on the most important one and the one that was fun. So, Mama Shabu. The work with your mom, the work with your friends, throw those away now, because we've learned something much more important than those. When we were talking with you before, just me, I don't know who else is we. Is there another ghost here that I'm imagining? I don't know who we are, but when I was talking with you before, I didn't know about Mamo Shabu, so those were the only details that I had. But now that you've given us a better example, there's no reason to talk about graphics design. There's no reason to talk about the work with your mom. Those things don't matter anymore. They're not important. Just say name, age, location, school, Mamao Shabu, charity, free time, like that. Okay, one more time, nice and quick though, because we only have a couple minutes. We were supposed to get to the questions. We're still stuck on the introduction. Okay, let's get a great introduction before our questions.
Hi, my name is Sipti. I come from Chiang Mai, Thailand. I graduated from Rajabhat Chiang Mai University with a degree in graphics and design, and after that I worked on design for 2 years.
No, we're just jumping right to the good parts. After I graduated school.
After I graduated from school.
After I
graduated from school, I started to work to open some business. I opened a restaurant with my friend called Mama Shabu. We sold
rat meat,
shabu and drinks. At first, we thought it would be easy, it would be good, but it wasn't good like we thought, because a lot of problems came. We didn't have enough experience, and sometimes we couldn't control other things like drunk people or location. Finally, we had we decided to close it because that location very bad.
That location.
Was very bad, and we both had something to do. My friend had to go.
Quick.
We both had something to do.
We both were
busy
with other things.
With other things. We both were busy. We both were busy with other things.
Mm-hmm.
In my free time, I like to exercise and help cats. I like to do my charity with my friends. We like to help homeless cats in our town. I forgot many things.
So, you like to make many sentences that are separate, but they require a lot of words. So instead of putting them together, you'll say things like, I really like cats. I helped my friend make a cat charity. I would like to help cats. But they all just get compressed together into one sentence, which is, I love cats, so my friends and I made a cat charity, right? We don't need 3 or 4 sentences. We just put the ideas together into one sentence. That requires some skill, but we have to learn how to do that, because repeating the sentences too slowly like that will make people tired and they won't listen. They need to feel like there's information coming to them at a quick pace. If you repeat things too much, like if you say, I really like cats, so I like to find cats. Because I like cats and I love cats, I want to make a charity. The charity helps me because I love cats. So I spoke for a minute there and I only said one sentence. People don't want to hear that. They want to hear information coming at them at a quick pace, especially nowadays, because people get bored. You know, they're watching TV, they're listening to music, and they're playing a game. They can't handle listening to something that's too slow. So it has to be a little bit faster. But anyway, we don't have time today to fix the introduction completely. We will work on the introduction each day as we struggle along through our interview questions. But let's get to the next question on our list. So let's imagine that you answered the introduction perfectly. It sounded great. Probably the person, gave you a round of applause. They said, wow, Sipti, that was great. Imagine that. And then they ask you a question. Next question. So Sipti, thank you so much for coming to apply to our company. And we have a question for you. Thank you so much for your introduction. It was great. The question is, Sipti, we are a graphics design company. We really like all of your graphics work. We've seen it. We have a question for you. This is a problem we have a lot, and we want to hear what you're going to do. The question is, imagine that you are working for us and you create an amazing new product or design or some type of application or whatever. We design multiple things. Imagine that you created a new service. You're the manager of it. You worked very hard. You're the team leader. And after the project is done, we release it. And all of the customers say that it's crap. It's garbage. What do you do now? You're the manager. You worked very hard to create the product. You released it. Everyone online gave it thumbs down. What do you do now?
I will let people
Run away. No.
No. I will let people
Blame my friend. No.
tell us what the problem.
They just thumbs down. What do you do now?
We will email back to everyone who are our customer
Okay.
and ask for the problems.
The problem?
The problems.
Okay. They didn't like the goldfish in the design.
And fix it and give promotion or let people use for free for 1 month for new application or new product we fixed already.
I like the free part. That was good. The only problem is that you didn't tell us why it's free. So if you just would have told us why, that would have been great. If you said, to gain back the customer's trust, or to get them to come back because they're angry at us, I would propose some type of free service for them to regain their trust. That would be great. You just forgot to tell us why it should be for free. If you go to a company and you tell them, let's give things away for free, they're going to say, hell no, we need money. But if you tell them what the reason is, to gain customers' trust, then they're going to say, okay, great. She's going to make money for us later, right? So that was good, but you just need to tell us why we need to give things away for free. That sounds like an answer that I would expect someone to say. The end was good, especially if you told people that...
To make them
Yeah, I liked the free part. That was good. Trust us again.
Us again.
Yeah. Another thing you could say would be more direct. You could say something like, I would quit. Because if personally, I would say something like this. I would say, I would quit the job.
Why?
I would resign. Because if all of my time and all of my effort and all of my skill went into something to build it and everyone hated it, then my idea for that product is not good. And I should not be working on that project. You know, you could say something like that. You could say what you said. I really like the free part. That was good. Okay, next one. How do you rate your communication skills?
Rate.
Yes.
Communication.
Communication skills.
Communication skills.
So how good are you at communication? Tell us 1 to 10 how good of a communicator you are, and then tell us why.
Communicated, talking with other people.
Yeah.
How good
Yes.
at that?
How good at that are you? What do you think? Are you an expert? Are you a beginner? How would you rate yourself?
I think I am good at communication.
But not in English.
Yes.
Okay, no.
Because I like to talk with other people, every age, every place I go, and every type of work.
What do you mean every type of work?
Of
What if you're in the military?
works people.
Are you talking with the enemy? You're like, hey guys. Hey, how are you guys doing? What's happening over there? No, don't throw the grenades.
No, I will know how to talk with soldier.
Okay, only on your side though, or would you talk with the other side?
Except you.
Okay. Anyway, so you're an expert.
I'm not sure.
What is your level?
7, 8.
Okay. And then usually, when English people are speaking, they'll say something that they could improve upon.
Because
No, not because. They'll say something that could help them, or something that they're working on to show that they haven't stopped learning. So they say, I'm very good at it, but I'm not good at this, and that's what I'm working on right now, or something like that. They'll show progress into
but
the future.
I'm not good at other languages. That's why my problem.
Languages.
Languages.
Yeah.
That's why I trying to learn more. Because I want to talk with everyone in the world.
Good. Okay. So imagine now that you are back, you are the CEO of Mamao Shabu, and it is a huge restaurant. It's very popular in all of Thailand. And you're meeting with some investors. And they ask you, they say, Sipti, what is your company's mission and vision?
Mission and vision.
Yeah, that means what are you trying to do with this business? What's the purpose?
I should think first
Of the company.
With my company. What is Mamao Shabu?
Yeah, what's the company's vision? Usually they'll ask people things like that. Usually on the website they'll say, our vision is blah, blah, blah. It's a very common question. What's the vision
Of Mamao
of your
Shabu?
business? Yeah. What's the purpose of it? Why does it exist?
Our vision is
Our is very good. You don't want to say I. So exactly, our.
Our vision is
To fight the rats.
No. Be beside with people.
Beside with?
Beside. Our vision is stay.
Is.
Be friend.
Is.
Is be friend.
We need another word. Is.
To be friends with customer.
Just one.
Customers.
Okay.
All day, all night.
Okay.
If you want to eat, you will see us.
You will see us?
You can come to us. You can come to our restaurant. We will take care of you like we are friends.
I like that. It's a little bit too long. It should be compressed into a simpler version. We want to be everyone's best friend. And we want to be the restaurant that they think about whenever they want to have fun and they want to hang out and they want somewhere to go. We want to be the first place that they imagine. Something like that. Right? That's okay. Good. Okay. Who do you admire, Sipti?
Admire
Yeah.
means
Who do you look up to? Admire. That means who do you think is amazing?
like idol.
Yes, but an idol is usually for music. But someone who we admire is going to be like a boss or a CEO or a leader. Who do you admire? Who do you look up to in life? Usually CEOs are asked this because people look up to them. And people want to ask CEOs who they look up to. Right? So who do you look up to? Who do you admire?
I look up to Jack Ma because he never gave up when he tried to work at first. No one wanted to hire him, but he improved. He can work.
He improved, he can?
he improved.
Probably you're thinking of he proved.
He proved. He proved. He can succeed. He could success. Successful. Success. I don't know.
Succeed.
Succeed by himself.
I like that. The only problem is that I have heard of Jack Ma. I know a little bit about him, but I don't know those stories. So I could be someone who just is not informed, but it might be hard for other people also to know those things are true. It's okay. I don't know everything. I don't know all people, so it's fine. I'm not aware of it. But when I was listening to you, I was thinking like, you know, is she telling the truth? Like, I wasn't sure that it was true.
I don't know everything. I just pretend some sentence.
Okay, right. So that's why I was thinking like,
small thing.
Like how can I prove that? But I like that. That was good. It seems like something someone would say, and it makes sense. It's not too long. Yeah, it's good. And especially the end, not giving up. Who can argue with that? Exactly. Okay, next question. Are you excited? Thomas Edison said that success is 10% inspiration and 90% perspiration. Do you think that's true?
Inspiration and perspiration.
Or opposite? So, inspiration means imagination, ideas, your plan. Perspiration means your energy, your fighting, your determination, working hard. He said that success is just a little bit about a good idea, but 90% about hard work. Do you agree with him, or do you think it's the opposite? Do you think that success is 90% inspiration and 10% perspiration? What do you think? Do you agree with Thomas Edison or not?
I think it's not every business like his idea. Some businesses I think 90% is good idea, is inspiration, and 10% can be just perspiration. If you know how to use your ideas, if you're smart enough.
If you
are smart enough.
So the end is not that good. Trying to say that people cannot succeed unless they're smart is okay, but in your sentence you said something like if you fail it's because you're not smart enough. That might make some people feel that you're not being kind, and it's okay, but it doesn't sound to me like something a CEO would say, because they don't want people to get angry at them. So I would expect someone to be a little bit kinder, not to say if you fail it's because you're stupid. You know, if you go to a school someday and the kids say, "Hey, Sipti, thank you for coming," and one little kid raises her hand and she says, "Sipti, I tried to make a lemonade stand, I tried to sell cookies and it didn't work," and you say, "Well, it's because you're stupid." Probably, you know, they're gonna cry. So
cut last sentence.
no, just change it a little bit.
Change to be
maybe you need more. You need to put more determination or more perspiration. You could tell them to work a little bit harder, maybe, but maybe don't tell them that they're not smart enough. Just say, if you're not succeeding, maybe you should put a little bit more into perspiration.
If you upgrade everything in the world,
Update,
like
Windows, update, and then it crashes.
upgrade.
Okay.
What happened in our world and what will
If you upgrade
document, I mean, some business need some businesses need
rat traps.
no need information from everywhere in the world.
In
The
right.
world.
Okay.
Like what will going
What
what will happen in 10 years or 5 years, and if you can know or can focus on the right
on
the
all right.
right no
Okay.
the right details, you don't need to work hard, you just need good ideas.
Telling kids that they don't need to work hard is not usually a great strategy. If you're very smart, you can make it work. You can say that you can tell them that working hard doesn't just need to be with your hands, it can also be with your mind or something like that. But to say you don't need to work hard doesn't sound good. If you want to say that, it's okay, but it has to be said in a way that seems motivational. If you're in a group of kids and you say, don't worry kids, you just need a good idea, you don't need to work, you're going to see
But
some of the
you
teachers
need
like,
to
what?
learn new things all the time.
You need to
Learn more.
No, you need to
Learn.
keep.
You need to keep learn. You keep learning
Oh, okay.
new things all the time.
All
The time.
right. And goldfish help. Goldfish help to learn. They should add that to the package. Okay. Anyway,
Good luck in Thailand. We didn't make that.
We don't.
We don't have that.
They aren't popular.
They aren't popular.
Right. Not yet. We're gonna make them popular on the show.
Only you.
You're gonna be promoting their product someday. They're gonna pay you. I loved eating goldfish.
No, I won't lie to other people.
Please try this brand. And you
I can't.
that'd be hilarious. Okay, Zibdi. That question I don't really think is very good. I don't even remember what you said. I tried to listen, but when someone says something, it should be easy for me to remember. If someone asks me, what did she say? I can't remember what she said. Now, maybe you say, John, that's because you're stupid and you don't listen. Maybe, but it probably it's because it didn't stick with me because I didn't have anything that I liked to listen to. So I don't think it was that great. But let's move on to the next question because we only have a few more minutes. That's why we're here, right? Okay, Sibri, if people say it's okay to make mistakes because you learn from your mistakes. If you learn from your mistakes, then why are people afraid to make mistakes?
I think because most people scared
Most people?
or most people they are
No, most people are.
or be
No, are
scared
of
of
goldfish.
Yes, probably. Of
Even.
problems. They think if they don't know how to fix the problems, they will fail. That's why most people don't like to make mistakes.
Good. It's nice and short. It doesn't exactly answer why they're afraid, though, because the question is, if you learn, then why are you afraid? So you're saying that they're afraid that they'll fail. I understand. But the question is saying that when people fail, they learn. So why are they afraid of that?
Okay, try again.
Yeah, let's try again.
Okay. Because even though they can learn from mistakes, they would lose something from that problems.
Not from the problems. They might.
They might lose something.
Well, give us an example. They might lose
Some money or some work.
time.
Sometimes
No time. No S.
time. That's why most people don't want to make mistakes.
Yeah. Good. That one I can remember. So if someone asks me, John, what did she say? She says that we need to prevent making mistakes so that we don't lose money and time because we can't get more of them. Yeah, that makes sense.
Good luck, you
Okay,
have-
last question for today. What type of legacy
What legacy?
do you want to leave behind? That means when you stop working or when you die, what we call that legacy, the things that people remember you for after you quit or you die or you leave or you don't do that anymore, we call that a legacy, something that continues on. Maybe it's a knowledge or could be equations. You know, Einstein left
It's very hard because
left
I'm
a
not
legacy.
good at anything.
Of knowledge and mathematical equations that helped people. Martin Luther King left a legacy of nonviolence and determination, right? What legacy do you want to leave behind?
Knowledge and
No
knowledge.
goldfish. Dead rat
Knowledge.
bodies everywhere.
No, and helping things.
Things? You want to leave things?
Like everything you help other people, and when you die, they will remember what you give to them.
So like a card, a postcard, picture.
Or money you give them to work, or something like shirt, or
A shirt.
some land you let them to.
Let them to? No, that's a Thai translation.
You help them. You give them to make some business or some knowledge to teach them how to make money, how to work.
Saying many, many things is not a good idea because it will confuse people. One thing. Make it clear. Saying land, and I want to leave a piece of land, a T-shirt, and a picture. That doesn't really make sense. Legacy
Because I don't know the
is
word
not
to
land.
explain.
Right, that's why we're here. That's the point, is to learn the vocabulary that we need and to learn how to describe things that are difficult. Right, we started out describing your day, and now we've gotten to difficult questions. It's not easy, right? Each step is painful in the ladder. So legacy is more of the things that people remember about you. The way you acted, the determination that you had, the way that you spoke, the ideas that you had, the science that you did, the work that you did, the strategies that you used. It's
My
not about
personality.
it's the way that you did things. It's the
Good thing
style
on
of your work, right? Like some people succeed by fighting everyone who gets in their way. That could be their legacy. Some people succeed by waiting for the
Because
right
I don't know yet.
listen, waiting for the right time to make a business. Some people succeed by being great at communication and asking people for help. Some people are great at success because they imagine the future and they try to predict what will happen. These types of things would be your legacy, your strategies, your ideas, your ways of doing things. It's not really like land or a picture of you. In this sentence, they're talking about the things that people will remember you for. That's what in this case legacy means. So, what do you want people to remember about you when you quit the company? You want people to say Sipti was amazing because what?
Because she can work less and get more money.
So what would you call that then? It's okay if that's what you believe, but you have to describe it correctly.
I don't know.
What would you call that idea? Because I understand what you're trying to say, but it's difficult. So the American military has this word. It's called force multiplier. So when you have something that can, like if you have an airplane that can defeat 10 of the other side's airplanes, we call that a force multiplier. It's a way to do more work with less energy or less resources. That's called force multiplication. Multiplier is x, right? 1 times 2, multiplication.
Cool.
So force multiplier means energy
X คูณ Double.
multiplier. Yes.
Force multiplier.
So I want to leave a legacy of
I want to leave a legacy of force multiplier.
Legacy and force multiplier can't just be stuck together like
I
that.
want to leave a legacy of work with force.
No. So force multiplication is some type of idea or strategy. So you have to first say, I want to leave behind a legacy of the knowledge, or I want to leave behind the legacy of a strategy
I didn't know knowledge.
on how to use force multipliers.
I want to leave
I want to leave behind
I want to leave behind my idea. I want to leave behind the idea, the thing.
the knowledge
I want to leave behind the knowledge
of
my idea
of
of the leg.
no the word that we just learned. I want to leave behind the knowledge of force
multiplier.
multiplication. Yeah.
Multiplication.
Okay, now you can describe it.
How to work with
How to
working.
How to succeed.
How to succeed. How to succeed with less energy.
Yes. Okay, but that strategy doesn't exist because in nature that's called perpetual motion or some type of energy creation which doesn't exist. So you can't create energy out of nothing. But force multipliers are okay because a force multiplier is using strategy to overcome determination and effort. So you have to be very careful though, because a lot of people will say you're trying to create an energy creation machine, which science might argue against. Anyway, it sounds good now that we fixed it, and it's ready for SIPT's CEO interview. Anyway, that's the end of our show. If you want to see SIPT doing the CEO interview on CNBC, just
CNBC channel.
it's a
TV
channel.
show.
It's a channel about the business in the United States, companies, CEOs in the United States.
CNBC.
Yeah. Stock market, the Hoon in the United States. Yeah. Anyway, that's the end of our show. We have a couple goldfish for SIPT. There you are. Make sure you enjoy each one. Do you want to tell people what goldfish tastes like?
Tastes like.
Don't use any bad words.
Tastes like. Cracker, but without taste.
No
And
taste.
bad smell. Just
So bad smell and no taste.
One taste is salty. Not salty. Kem. Salt. Too much salt.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah, they're cheese.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
cheese.
I forgot the bad one. The bad thing is cheese.
The worst thing. Anyway, that's the end of our show. Any questions, Sipti?
No.
If you want to see Sipti trying to achieve more by putting in less energy, make sure to add her on Instagram. Probably she won't do any. She won't post anything because she's trying to use less energy. So you might not see any updates on her feed.
I will use other people do.
To do.
To do.
Yeah, but that's called a slave master. That's someone who has a slave. That's not going to be good.
They will get something.
What will they get? Goldfish?
Money.
Okay.
Work or knowledge.
But how will you get the money to pay them?
I don't know. Not yet.
Okay. Anyway, if you want to work for Sipti, she'll use you as a slave to work hard and to do force multiplication using your force. Just add her on Instagram. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
ขอบคุณค่ะ